Hello, welcome back, Pisces. Jessica with Tarot by Jess. We're going to do a new moon reading tonight. Super excited to get this going. It's earlier. I did some new moon rituals. Took my salt bath. It was a citrus salt bath, which was so relaxing. And then, of course, went outside and set intentions and lit candles and gave thanks and all of that wonderful stuff that brings me just to a real centered place. So I totally want to get in and see what the cards and the guides have to say for Pisces in regards to this new moon. Oh, there we go. Guys, thank you. What would you like Pisces to know? Focus on. Okay. So far we have the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. All right, guys, let's see. Okay. Next to the Justice. All right. Guys, what messages do we have? What the Four of Swords. All right. We'll do one more for right now, and then we've got the healing deck over there too. One more card, guys, for Pisces. One more card for Pisces. Oh, all right, well, we've got two more cards. Let me move these down. All right, give me a moment and just let me look at these and see what messages are coming through. All right, so we've got the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the King of Pentacles, we've got Justice, we've got the Four of Swords, we've got the High Priestess, making your presence known there, and we've got the Three of Pentacles here. Okay, so just give me a moment. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, Pisces. So just off the bat, just the first messages that are coming through is going to be what you've been working on material-wise, as far as your pentacles, your money, material, worldly things. It looks like you're going to obtain that pretty much. I mean, you're going to be in the comfort of everything that you're working for. See, he's sitting on his throne. He's got pentacles. He's got, all the vines around his throne. He's comfortable. He's got basically everything his heart could want. King's just sitting there. He's comfortable in this world. He probably, or you might have started working for yourself. That's another message that's coming through. Something that maybe you've started here recently is working for yourself now. But with here, that's right next to the Justice card. So Justice, is balance. It's going to be, she's sitting here equal, the scales are balanced. And if you see in this side here, she's got her sword. Okay, so possibly had to sign some contracts, is what I'm getting with this, possibly starting your new business, contracts or a lease or something like that, maybe for a space you might be renting or buying or something along those lines. But making sure that is what you're doing, that you're looking at the fine print. Read it, make sure everything is legit. So then next, of course, you have the Four of Swords, steadiness, endurance, always represented by the four. Basically, just rest. No, don't take any action. It's just a resting situation, basically. Waiting for this next thing that's about to happen. Maybe after doing signing this contract or obtaining whatever whatever this job, or maybe you got a promotion, something like that, or maybe you had to sign a new contract for that, or new paperwork for a job, or you started a new job where maybe you were in a higher position than where you were before, and now it's time to just kind of take a breather. And then, of course, here comes the High Priestess. Intuition, knowing what she knows. So use your intuition. Or maybe you're going into a job or something like that, or you started a business where you're going to be using more of your spiritual gifts. Something along those lines is always a possibility when it comes to the Empress. It's creativity. Did you start something more creative along those aspects? Could have been, painting or music, or a YouTube channel, so to speak. Something where you're using more of your creative side than anything else. So it's definitely, she's sitting there. She knows what she knows. She's got her scroll there, her Taurus. So she's got it all, just chilling. And obviously, after that, you have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is basically, it's going to be combining like two things to create one. If it's versatility, it can be a completion to a cycle as well. Again, because you're combining the two to make the one. With the numbers, in order 1, 2 equals 3. So if you combine, 1 with the unity and purpose, with 2 duality, 2 natures of things, it makes your 3, which is your versatility, which is the combining of the two things to make that third, the completion of a cycle, completing of work that's been done. This one here can also just be going to, a church event, or being invited to like a wedding. It could be something like that as well. But looking at, all the cards here, now that we've gone over all of that, and I've kind of given the meaning of what these, what they are, what they mean, just a little quick note here. Definitely, I just really see you changing, like getting a promotion, or taking on a job where you might be working for yourself, doing something along those lines. But right next to that, justice, like whatever this justice is, I don't see it being like a legal thing where you're like in court fighting for anything. It seems like it's part of the progression of, doing this work here. He's very focused. The Eight of Pentacles, he's very focused, with working. It sometimes can mean that you're working too much, but I don't see that in this. I don't get that feeling. It really feels like you've been working, working. You've gotten where you could be the boss, or work for yourself, or get in a position to where you're comfortable in this world, which right now is a kind of scary place for everyone with all the uncertainty and things like that. So Pisces, you're about to like get exactly where you wanted to be. But like I said, right next to that justice, like I said, I don't see that. Like I said, I don't feel like you're like fighting in court for anything. It just seems like it's like papers that are being sent to the court, like clerk of courts or something like that, or like possibly even like just signing documents is what I say. Like just you're signing paperwork, and they have to be filed. Like paperwork needs to be filed for whatever, you know, you've become the boss of. And then, you know, you'll be resting afterwards. You know, and you gain this insight, this intuition, you know, and maybe this is something that has to do with that new position or job or business that you've opened or whatever that is. But you're sitting there like, you know what you know, like you're good. And then you just start creating, you know, like you combine two things, you know, maybe you combined the earthly realm to things, material things with your intuition. And that's where this completion of this cycle comes into play. So are you combining like two aspects of your life? Possibly that's another storyline that I'm getting. Like maybe you've been very like work oriented, you know, you became the boss, and now you know your spiritual side is awakening. Like you've gone into deep like meditation, rest, and then, you know, eyes are opened, and now you're combining the two worlds to, you know, make a change, you know, in the world. Maybe has something to do with that. So those are, you know, two of the storylines that I'm getting. So let's see. Okay. Guides, thank you for those messages. I hope that they reach the people that they need to reach. Any clarification on these? What other messages would you like to give? Okay, so we will go ahead and take your Knight of Wands. Okay, and the Six of Wands, Judgment, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. So Knight, we know, you know, Knights are action. They're about, you know, movement. They're going. And he's got the wand. So maybe whatever this meditation and this insight, whatever you've created, now you're taking action with this new plan, this new idea, and with enthusiasm. But you know, it's taking action, and it's right next to the Six of Wands, meaning victory. You know, it could mean, you know, victory or visitors coming, or you know, you visiting. But with it being right here, motion, action, the wreath here at the top, that's that laurel wreath. That usually signifies victory. And just kind of with the rest of the spread and story, I'm feeling like whatever it is that you are taking that action towards, that idea, is going to be victorious for you. Okay, so that's in right next to this Judgment and this offer, this Ace of Cups. So we've got the Ace of Cups here, right next to Judgment. So, see that? All right, so Ace of Cups, we know, is going to be unity, purpose, new beginnings. It can also, it's action, ambition, things like that. So basically, it's unity, purpose. So did you, you know, through this intuition and this meditation and taking action, did you find your purpose? And so Judgment obviously is here, major arcana, sitting right there in the middle. So Judgment is just that. See, blowing, everyone's around, looking up to the angel. The trumpet's been blown. The time has come. Change is there. Everyone's looking, you know, you're looking up. You're looking up. So, with Judgment, it's like the Great Awakening, basically. So, you have this victory, this great, I mean, it all kind of is going together here after, you know, working, becoming, getting yourself in a position where you were comfortable enough to maybe work for yourself or go in this completely other direction, you know, after this time of rest or meditation, or whether self-imposed or not. If you know, maybe you got put on, you know, quarantine, or couldn't, you were maybe forced, you know, to kind of slow down with everything going on, which, you know, led to some insight that you wanted to do something else, or, you know, something else was going to make you happy, Pisces. Because, you know, we're dreamers. We always, and this was the perfect opportunity for a lot of us to be able to do things that we've always wanted to do. So it looks like, you know, you did that, you're doing that. So wherever you are in this like cycle here, maybe you're still meditating and you're still resting and waiting for that answer, you know, if you should pursue this other direction of, you know, using your intuition, becoming that high priestess, you know. The high priestess, you know, she doesn't play, you know, she knows what she knows, and that's that's what that is, like intuition. I mean, follow your gut, you know. And then right after that with the Three of Pentacles, it's just that the combining of the two things. So I just really feel like you are combining what you know from this world and what you know from now the spiritual realm. I think you've had, you know, this great awakening, this spiritual, because this kind of laying this out, this is right here in between the swords and the high priestess. So this great awakening that you know, that is leading to this more spiritual, but you had to take action and you have the victory. So it's definitely, you know, it's definitely there. 6 representing dependability, service, harmony, you know. So it's great. I mean, it looks beautiful. And then, you know, the cups, that's usually has to do with, you know, love, emotions, things like that, spiritual ideas. So hello. I mean, you've got a lot of spiritual cards here. It's like Pentacles, Wands, Sword. I mean, you've got everything going on. You've got your Earth. You've got, you know, your challenges. You've got your, you know, your wands. You've got your cup here at the end, you know, to finish that off, your purpose, your new beginning, you know. And that's exactly what it is. I love that. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Any more messages? Guys, thank you so far. Anything else you would like Pisces to know? Or anything that you feel that would be good for them? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay. So you've got the Devil on the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to take that as basically don't be chained to the material world. Watch for restrictions. Just be aware of things of that as you're trying to, you know, go on this more spiritual journey. I believe that you're headed on. Don't let the world chain you down, is how I like the feeling I'm getting from this. Like, you're trying to ascend and this world is pulling you in, you know, it's draining. So I'm just taking this more as a message of stay aware of that and stay above that. Don't be confined to the, or, you know, to the earthly realm of things. Now that you've had this enlightenment, this great awakening, you know that it's much deeper than that. We know that we're being called for our higher purpose. So this read basically is telling you to go for that. It's going to be victorious. So go for that. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We'll get the Healing Light deck here and just see if any messages want to come through. Let me move these out of the way. Well, that was just a beautiful read. I'm excited. I am truly excited for anyone who is on that journey. I really, really am. And let me know if this is resonating with you, if you're on this journey, if you've had some great awakening or enlightenment, you know, because I feel like it seems to be, I was going to say like going around, like it's contagious or something, but I think people's eyes are just becoming open and they're realizing that things are just so much more than maybe what they thought that they were. I mean, most of us Pisces are pretty intuitive anyway, so we've always kind of known that or have felt that. But now it just seems like it's on steroids, you know, like that's how I feel, like it's just like on steroids. But I'm glad that everyone is like getting there and finding like peace and, you know, seeing that there's more to this and wanting to help folks and things like that. I just think that that's beautiful. And we really need that in the world right now. We really need to be kinder to one another. And if we can't be kind, be quiet. How about that? You know? All right, we're going to take those and see what this says here. And I think I should be getting 2 more decks tomorrow. So I am super excited about that. All right. So I'll put these over. You've got the 5 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. Excuse me, let me get a sip of my drink. Okay. All right. So I love this Healing Light deck. The other one is like the first one I ever had, and I just have a special attachment to that one. But I'm trying to use this one more. And when I get the other 2, I'm going to try to use those. And I'm going to start trying to do daily videos and put that out for y'all. So, all right. So starting off with the 5 of Cups. So, as you can see, he's down, head is down. He's got the 3 spilled cups here. You know, on the beach there. You've got the 2 cups here still standing with the light coming out. Now the Healing Light deck it's Mandorla is what it's called, I believe, if I'm saying it correctly. And basically that is the space in between 2 circles where it overlaps. And that highlights, in this deck, it highlights like the healing, like what to focus on. So basically, you know, you're looking at what you've lost and not looking at what you still have, is what is the basic concept of the 5. Uncertainty, you know, it can be conflict. But the 5, if you see here, see the tower back here. So if he would just get up, pick up his cups and follow that light, he's got his healing, but he's not even looking up. He or she, I just say, obviously in tarot, it's just masculine and feminine energy. So whatever it is that you feel like you've lost, or maybe you put emotion into, or an idea maybe you had, is a message that I have coming through. Maybe you had an idea that didn't work out the way that you thought it was going to, but there's still remnants of it here that if you look at it again, pick your head up, look at what's still left, you can still, it will still work, okay? And that's what I see with that 5 of Cups there, because 5 of Cups is, Cups is emotion and love, spiritual ideas. It's also like creativity, you know, things like that. Things, because it can be like something that you put your heart into. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't like so if you put a lot of work into something and it didn't go the way you planned or the way that you thought, that's still losing like love in a way, you know? Okay. So you've got the Six of Swords. It is you're waiting for your ships to come in. Okay? Or could be heading in another direction, taking off, travel. Because as you see, you have the swords here, all lined up in the ocean, leading to this boat here. And the waters look very, very rough up front. You know, it's like crashing against here. But the further that you go out, it's calm. And that boat, if you see, is like completely, you know, illuminated, like has its own life, basically. So headed in a new direction. I think that whatever this loss was or whatever didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out has caused you to go, you know, completely go in a different direction. But I'm going to say that it's definitely the right direction because your waters are getting calmer. You know, you're leaving swords, kind of meaning, you know, it can be conflict and challenges. It can also be intellect, but with, you know, with it following this loss, I'm going to say it was a challenge or conflict of some sort. So you're definitely leaving that situation, okay? And with that last read of the card, it makes sense. Or, you know, that last read that we did with that other deck, it makes sense. You know, you had some insight. You were going in a new way. So then you've got the Three of Cups. Basically celebration. Three of Cups is just celebrating maybe what you've created now. You know, maybe when you left this direction here or headed in a new direction, there was a celebration to be had. You know, maybe now it was like, okay, I lifted my head up, I went into this new direction, let's have a drink. You know, because you've got the three ladies here. It shows like dancing on top of their cups. And you've got multiple circles overlapping. So there's healing among sisterhood, brotherhood, soul tribe, whatever, you know, there's going to be healing with that, just celebrating, enjoying the company of your friends. So, you know, maybe you're taking a trip to go see your friends or taking a trip to go to a celebration. That's very possible as well, because you are going, you know, there's motion, the Six of Swords, like you're headed somewhere. But I was assuming, you know, looking at this, feeling I got was because of this loss. But maybe that's just why you went on this trip. Maybe you're going to take a girls trip, or, you know, take some a vacation somewhere you can travel, you know, or just get away for the weekend or something like that. Because next you've got this Knight of Pentacles, which is strategizing. He's the, you know, we know knights are of action, so this is going to be something completely, you know, you're taking action, and you can see here the Pentacle is what's highlighted. So whatever that plan is, that strategizing, that's going to basically be your healing spot. Like what is going to make you feel better about maybe that first Five of Cups that we saw there. So you're going to be taking action, but you have to stop for a moment and strategize what your next plan is going to be. You know, like you're the best way to strategize this idea to get to, you know, that next step. So that was also, you know, kind of where he's a knight, but he's not actually in motion yet. He's kind of like, his mind's in motion and everything, because he knows what he needs to do. Well, I'm sorry. He's strategizing what he needs to do, but he's ready to go the moment he figures it out. Okay, the moment the plan is all set, good to go. Okay, so in that actually, particular thing, like, yeah, Knights are of action, but he's more taking action with making a plan of that, So then next you're going to have that Five of Pentacles, uncertainty, conflict. I think did we have this in the last one? No. I don't, maybe. So you've got two, what they have, referred to as like beggars out here, outside in the rain. See the big raindrops coming down. And then you have your mandorla like in the center there. And that's your healing spot. When this is supposed to represent kind of like the, hundreds of years ago, the old churches that stayed open all night long, overnight, and people could go in at any time and things like that. So that's what this is supposed to represent, like a church window, sanctuary, safe house, something like that. So you've got the two people on the outside here, not looking up toward their pentacles, where their healing is going to take place. Like, all they have to do is go in, go in that direction, to that spiritual place that you find safe or healing. And, that could be different for everyone. It could be your own safe, space in your room if you have, or taking this little girl, taking this girl's trip here, maybe getting away, taking something, but it's kind of like, 5 means like experience, the number 5. It can also be like instability. So maybe, watch your pentacles, while you're sitting here strategizing, coming up with that next plan. Watch what you're spending, possibly, is what I'm hearing. Just, to be on the safe side. So that is what we have for the healing deck. So basically, you feel like you've lost something, or something didn't work out necessarily as planned, but you still have 2 cups over there, Pisces. So get your butt up, get your goods, get your cups, and head to that tower out there, okay? Head to that healing light. So you're going to take action. You're going to... Sorry, I don't know why I did that. It gave me some notice. You're going to get up and you're going to take action, okay? Take movement to celebrate. Get together with some friends, talk about things, have some drinks, strategize your next plan, Start some spiritual healing. Seek some refuge, whether that be in your friends or your family or whatever it is, because you're making your plan. And with that last read we just did, seems like you're on a spiritual path, and I'm sure if we pulled more cards, there'd be something to confirm that on this one. So, oh, well, hello. I pulled up just to look at the bottom, just to see what was on the bottom, and we have the Empress, which is what? Creativity, okay? If that doesn't tell you, that literally signs off on what we were talking about on the last reading, like creativity. Empress has made her appearance, y'all, okay? So again, like the 3 of Pentacles, the Empress is a 3. So basically look up 33, because you have a couple of those right here. So the guy just told me to tell you that 33. I'm going to look that up too, just to see what that says. It should have some meaning for you, Pisces. So yeah, you're combining the 2 things to make a third, creating something creative. That was almost a tongue twister. I'm not going to try to say that again. All right, that just is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful, and absolutely confirms that you are going down the path of being more creative, using your intuition, your spiritual gifts, things like that. I just know it and I feel it, and I want you to do it. Okay, Pisces, I love you all. Hope y'all have a great day tomorrow, and I will be making more videos, like I said, especially if I get those other 2 decks tomorrow, because I'm going to be so excited. And yes, please like, comment, let me know if this resonates with any of y'all, because I like the confirmation. And subscribe, share. Yeah, thank you. Good night, you guys.